And let's wait for some time for other people to join. While the meantime, uh, okay. We'll wait for other people to join. Then we will start with the session. So I'm waiting for others to join. Let others come. Then we will start with today's session. And today will be the last day of this session. And I hope you people have filled all the attendance form. So today will be the last attendance form which we will be covering. So okay, so let me have the setup for today. And one second. So 1 minute. Okay, so this is what where we will end yesterday. So today we will be starting with classes and containers. So we have the setup here. 1 second, stop live server and 1 minute. So wait a second. Okay, so okay, control A. Okay, so just making the setup ready. While the meantime, as other people will also join. In these 3 days, we have completed. We have learned. We have taken an idea of the introduction on Bootstrap. Who has who who is the actual owner of the Bootstrap, and uh, we have seen what is the use of Bootstrap, what Bootstrap will do, what Bootstrap will contain, what is the need of Bootstrap, okay, and what are the common things in the Bootstrap. So that all things what we have seen by now. And also we have seen the grid. So grid is a very important thing in the Bootstrap, which actually made the web page responsive. So that is the main motto of grid. Now, here if you see, so we have seen, so as I've told you that Bootstrap uses some part of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So as I've told you, Bootstrap uses some part of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So it is using the flex box, the properties of flex box also. So that is what about the Bootstrap. Now let us. Okay, so yesterday we have seen breakpoints, we have seen rows, we have seen columns, we have seen containers. Now today we will be seeing. So today 1 second. Okay. Reordering. Okay, so yes, so we have seen ordering also. Ordering, we have seen justify content, we have seen align items. So that is the thing what we have seen here. So now today we will start with classes and components. So what are classes and components? So cool. Oh my god. Happy to eat this. क्या खाना भाई आपको? Okay, so let us start with today. What are classes and what are components? What are classes and components in CSS? Sorry, in Bootstrap. So here, uh, okay. So let us have the first. Okay, so before going further, let me have a. Uh, okay, so this is the official web page, and here we will be checking those things. So here, if you see, now we will see what are classes and what are components. So here, which has been it is been provided by the Bootstrap so that the development time reduces. So okay, so in order to understand that how this thing will work, so let me have a structure. So let me, okay, 1 second. Need to sorry. Okay, so we'll open this in Chrome, which is the which will be the default browser for the output. Oh, okay, so now let us have the structure now. So what we do here, what we do, we have a div with the class container. Oh, sorry. And in this container class, what we do, we use a row, so dot row, and in this row we'll use a class called 12. COL dash 1 2. Okay. So this is the class what we are using here now. Okay, so 1 second. So we have a div with the parent class container, and in this div we have our class row, and inside this we have a div with the with the class called 12. We are using all the 12 columns. Now after this thing, let me have a let us have a paragraph, and in this paragraph we'll have a class bg dash dash danger danger, and we'll have a text as byte, and in the content we write, let's say, hello. So this is the structure what we are looking for. Fine. So now here, if you see, so what is happening here? So if you see the text hello, what I have written comes in the left side of the paragraph. So here, if I want to make this, so if I want to make this in the, let's say, so if I want to make the text in the center, so this hello, if I want to make this in the center, so how to do this thing? So what we are doing, we are using the text white and the text ENTER text center. So with the help of this text feature, we do this thing as text white and text center. So that is how this thing will work. Now after this thing, if I want the same text hello to the end, so what we do, in spite of center, we write as end. You can see this text will comes in the end. So that is how this thing will work here, where we can have this thing for the text, where we can have this thing either in the left, in the right, or in the center. Now, what we do, let us try to have a image. In spite of the text, will let us try to have a image responsive. Okay. So what we do here, let me download an image first. So always download the images from the unsplash.com, because here you will not get into the copyrights. So let me have this thing download, and for images I need to create a folder. So sorry, I need to create a folder. The name images and the download. So this is what it is inserted here. Now after this thing, let us check out that it is properly inserted or not. So images, and the image is here. Very good. So it is working, it is coming fine. Now after this thing, what we do here, so let us first insert the image. So what we do here, we use the um, okay. So what we do here, in spite of paragraph. Okay, so let me have image source, and we'll have the source. This is the image, and what we do here, we use the alt as up, and what has happened? One second, one second. Images, and this is the name of the image. So here comes our image, but this image seems very. So what we do here? So what we do here in this thing? So let us do the rounding. Let us do the rounding. So what? So these sharp edges needs to be changed to the curved ones. So what we do here? We will have a okay. So before going further, let us have a class. Let us have a class here, and we'll have the class. And the name of the class, let us say img dash fluid. image fluid. That is the class name what we have added. Now see, by default the image, the size of the image gets automatically adjusted. So if I have this to 100%. So let us see how responsive this image is. See, automatically, depending upon the size of the screen, it is adjusting. See, automatically it is adjusting themselves. See, it is small. So this is the actually this is the transition point. So that is how it is reacting. Now, let us now in order to make the edges round. So how to do that? Okay, so for this thing, what we will be doing, we will be using a class rounded. So you can see the sharp edges. The sharp edges. 1 minute. You can see the sharp edges will turn into a round part. So we what where we need to insert? We need to insert in the here after the class image fluid and rounded. So here you fill that. Or let me have one thing here. So what I do here, let me insert a paragraph. Let me insert the paragraph also. We have the paragraph, and what I do here will have a class rounded, rounded, and bg success success and here the content, what content we will be using, we'll use hello, let's say hello. So where is the content, where is the content, 1 second. Right. So in this div we have paragraph, the content will be hello. 1 second, and let us use the text to black. Okay, so it comes here. Oh, sorry. So what we do, okay, so this comes in the below of the image. So let me take it to the top, and what I do, control X. Okay, so now it is in the top. You can see the hello. So let me change the color to white. So you can see the hello here. And 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Now it seems good. Now after this thing, what we do here, let us see the tables. So here you can use, we can see the tables also. So how we will be using the tables and how we will be styling it. So that thing what we will be looking. So let us go to the official documentation, and here you can see the table under content. So in the content, in this content, in this content, 1 second. Okay, well, let me see. So this is the tables. So for this thing, what we do here, so let us try this cable. So let's simple copy, and let me make this, let me comment out, and the table what we have created. Now the output. So output is very simple. So nothing I did for this to create a table. So hope you have seen. Very simple. Just like copy the code what is being mentioned in the official documentation of the Bootstrap. That this kind of table will get created. Okay. Now here, if you see, if I want this particular pattern, so let us apply the class table primary and see the output. Second, sorry, it will not go work. So here in this table, you can see the change in the color. So if I put the different color, let us try secondary. So what is the output here? SECONDAY. So the output will be in a different color. If let us check this dark. So here in this dark, so you can see the entire thing will comes in a dark color. So that is how you can use this sky. So all these things are the set of skies what we are looking after that. Now after this thing, let us check out the next thing what is mentioned here. So here we have seen that accent tables. Okay, so we have script rows. So in this script rows, we need to use this class table dash script. So let us apply table dash script. Okay. So now see the output how it will work. So you can see table script script. So you can see the color lines are different colors. Okay. Now you let us check the script columns. So we have table dash script table dash script dash column. So let us see. So you can see this column is in a different color compared to the rest. So that is how with the help of a single class, you can very easily manage the things. And that is all the importance of the Bootstrap classes. So Bootstrap classes. So, okay, so let us check out some more things here. Okay. So here, if you see table dash dark and table strips. So here we have now see the output. So you have the table dark, but you can see this particular column and this particular row is in a different color. So that is how it works here. Now after this thing, let us check out. Okay, so this is also a very good thing here where we have table success. So let us have SUCCES table success table script column. So you can see a light and green shade combination which looks very beautiful. Now after this thing, let us see the hover properties. Hover property is again a very important property and it is being used a lot. Everyone wants hovering things, hovering the content on. So let us check out how this hover property will work. So for this thing, so for hover to work, okay, so I need to have a table dash. So as soon as I move the mouse on the content, you can see the now. So the day 4 attendance. So today attendance has been shared. Okay. So I request you all to please. So I request you all to please fill all the day attendance, and once you have filled, please reply with the yes, so that I will go further. So once you have filled, please reply with yes, so that I can go ahead. Okay. Okay. So now let's move ahead. Okay. So here, let us see the next thing. So that what we are doing, we are actually taking the reference. We are actually taking the reference. Okay. We are actually taking the reference. Okay. So let us see the next thing here. Once again. So once again, we have, okay, so let us apply the table tab and see how the hovering. So it is again hovering in a perfect manner. Now after this thing, the hover, okay. Now let us see the active tables. So here for this active table, what we need to have, we need to have the class as table active. So what we do, we have table active. Now see, and here let me change this to success. So you can see the table is active. So this is how you can do the table active kind of a thing. Now, after this table active thing, let us check out the next thing what we have given as table active. Okay. Now let us check out the table borders. What are table borders and how these table borders will work. So for this thing, let us apply the table class table dash bordered. So let us apply table dash bordered. So we have, so you can see the borders here. Okay, so you can see these border lines. So this is how you can see the table dashboards. Now similarly, okay, so so see there is no border, so this is how you can say it is applied. Now after this thing, if I use the border primary, how this thing will work? So table border, and I use BORDERLD border border primary. Okay, so let us see how the output will look like. So you can see now you can see this lines in a very different way. So that is how you can have the border primary. How this border primary will work here. Now let us see table without borders. So we have table borderless. So we have table borderless. So here we have the table borderless. So here you can see we have no border. So this is how you can create with the help of table borderless. Now after this thing, let us try to create some small table. How we will create. So let us check out the class table-sm. Table-sm. Now see how. So you can see the font size are totally different in this table-sm, and it is also responsive. So you can have the table-sm. So it says that we have the table with the font size is small. Now after this thing, let us check the table group divider. So how we will be able, how we will be using the table group divider. So how we will be applying this table group divider? So we will apply this in the body, table body. So this is a table body, table body, where the table body. Okay. So in the table body, we'll apply table dash group dash dividers. So here we have dash table dash group dash divider. Now see how the result will come. So you can see the dividers here. Okay, so that is the beauty of table dash group dash divider. Now after this table dash group dash divider, let us see the vertical alignment, how this vertical alignment will work. So we need to have a table. Okay, we need to have a class table responsive. Okay, so let us check this thing here. So everything we need to put this in div dot table dot table responsive, and in this dot table responsive, 1 second. Oh, so we have put this thing here. Now let us check the responsiveness. Okay, and also after this thing, let me have to have a click class as table aligned middle. So let us apply. mm, Table align middle. So how will the output? The output will be like this thing. Now after this table align middle, let us see the nesting. How the nesting will work. So for this thing, let us have okay. So they have not mentioned clearly. Okay, so let us check out the anatomy. Anatomy. In this anatomy, we have the table head. How this thing will work here. So we have the table, class table, and this table head, we have to have a class that table dash line. So in the T head, we have to have a class. Name of the class will be table like table. So this is how it looks. Now after this thing, what would we have to have a table foot? So in this table foot, we will have a what we do, we will have to have a okay, so we have captions also, we can put captions also here. Now after this captions, let us see the responsive tables, how the tables will be responsive. So you can see this sidebar, it will come here. So for this I need to have a div with the class table responsive. So for this thing already we have given. Okay. So where we need to put it? We need to put in a div table responsive, and this table have to have a class. This table have to have a okay. So let me do one thing. Table black. table class. So, but 1 second. So that is what we are doing the reference. Reference. So that is how this thing will work. And you also color in heading. Yes, we also do color in heading. We will take the reference. 1 second. After this thing, let us see the breakpoint specific. How we will be applying how we'll be applying for the specific breakpoint. So for this thing, what we do here, we have the let us check for the SM. So what we do here, table responsive dash, let us apply for M or for XM, extra large. See, that is actually a transition point. That is how it works. So what I said, so the best source, so the best place to take the reference of the Bootstrap is the official web page. Okay. So here comes to an end of today's class, and I hope you all have filled the attendance form. So see you on the next